Hey guys, it's Jenny Silver with the California News Update for you on Saturday, October 23rd. According to an audit, California may have to forfeit millions of dollars intended for the education system in pandemic-related aid dollars. The report shows that about 1 in 5 California schools have spent less than 20% of their allocated funds. The auditor stated that the California Board of Education has not ensured that school districts consistently submit required quarterly reports that include the amounts they have spent on various allowable categories. She states that without these reports, the Board of Education lacks the data it needs to administer the funds and to adequately oversee how school districts are using the funds to mitigate the effects of the pandemic. The federal government dispersed these funds to states in 3 different rounds, and the states have deadlines by which point in time they must have utilized all of the funds in order to keep them. The first of these deadlines is fast approaching in January 2023. As of right now, California has $160 million in education-related funds that it will have to return if they are not dispersed and utilized properly, as well as submitting corrected reports as required in order to use those funds. Next, on Wednesday, California Governor Gavin Newsom stated that California anticipates another historic budget surplus at the end of the year. The surplus projected is $75 billion, as is stated by Governor Gavin Newsom. The Legislative Analyst's Office, however, states the number is closer to $38 billion. And stated that the governor's estimate includes constitutionally required spending on schools and community colleges, reserves, and debt payments. They do not consider these spending amounts as part of the surplus because they must be allocated to specific purposes. The governor's office has stated that it will use the surplus next year to pay down $11.3 billion in pension obligations. However, he did not give any further details than that. Following what is estimated to be a 25,000-gallon oil spill off the coast of Orange County, Governor Gavin Newsom has announced that the Department of Conservation's Geologic Energy Management Division has released a proposed regulation which would prohibit new wells and facilities within a 3,200. The state is proposing a 3,200-foot setback in order to protect public health, and the setback area would protect homes, schools, hospitals, nursing homes, and other sensitive locations. It also require pollution controls for existing wells and facilities within the same area. A 15-member public health expert panel helped to inform and draft the rule. The panel concluded that when oil and gas developments are within 3,200 feet, there is a strong connection to higher rates of adverse birth outcomes, respiratory diseases such as asthma, and heart disease, among many other health impacts. Next, in September, President Biden issued 2 executive orders. The first required federal employees to be vaccinated by November 22nd, and the second executive order required federal contractors to be vaccinated by December 8th. In addition to this, though not an executive order by President Biden, OSHA has issued a regulation requiring businesses with over 100 employees to have their employees either vaccinated against COVID-19 or tested weekly. Now, there is a bill that is newly proposed called the Freedom from Mandates Act, which has been introduced by Republican Senator Andy Biggs. This would overturn Biden's executive order requiring federal employees and contractors to be vaccinated. The odds of passage of this bill are low in the Democratic-controlled Congress. Next, the number of vessels waiting off the ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach have hit a record high. 100 vessels are waiting to dock and be unloaded, which is a big increase. This comes in comparison to the pre-pandemic record of 17. In response to the supply chain issues, Governor Gavin Newsom has signed an executive order which directs state agencies to develop longer-term proposals that support port operations and goods movements for consideration in the January 10th governor's budget. For those of you that are trying to wait for California mortgage relief to go into action, California mortgage relief is still not up and running. The website remains unupdated. They state on the website that they are awaiting the Treasury to disperse them funds, and then they will make the application go live. This has sat with no update for several months. There is nothing moving here. Unfortunately, I don't have any information for you on the progress for this, but I continue to be asked by you guys about mortgage relief. So I'm very sorry that I don't have anything new to share with you, but I will continue continue to monitor it and let you know as soon as it is available. For those of you that need to apply for California rental assistance, many are still experiencing months of delays in their application statuses, but I still do encourage you to go and apply for rental assistance if you're having trouble or anticipate having trouble paying your rent. Once the state actually goes through your application and approves it, they will provide up to 100% of past owed rent or future rent payments. Okay, you guys, I hope that was helpful, and please click like, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below. California may have to forfeit billions, millions. The governor estimates the surplus to be $75 million. Billion dollars. The governor stated that he estimated on Monday 100 waiting vessels were reported off the port of Los Altos. You can tell I'm from the Bay Area. To develop longer-term proposals and support port. How do I change that? I had to change that word. Support the port. But it's a direct quote. I have to say it I have to read it that way.